Hey, this is Clintos the Gamer giving you my thoughts on Planetary Annihilation by Uber Entertainment. The game is currently in beta. For those of you who don't know, Planetary Annihilation is an RTS game. Basically, the main draw to it is that there is combat between planets. You can actually leave the starting planet that you're on, go to another planet, build up a base there, and send your army to the other planet and attack other planets and stuff like that. The game plays like a typical RTS. You have two resources, which is metal and power. There are limited number of metal resources, and so you have to collect those on each planet. But you can make infinite power plants, so as long as you've got enough room, you can keep making power. You need metal to make buildings and to make units, and you need power to run the buildings and to run the units. For the units, you have land units, you have sea units, air, and space. The space units can go between planets, and they can transport other units in between planets. As of right now, I'm pretty sure the only units that you can transfer between other planets is land units. Sea units and air units can only stay on the one planet. One feature that a lot of people are probably excited about is you have the ability to deorbit smaller planets and asteroids and be able to crash them in to other planets. Now, whenever you do this, it completely destroys everything on both of the two celestial bodies in question. So you might not want to do that if your main source of power and metal is coming from one of those planets. In this game, if your commander dies, then you lose. So I kind of have mixed feelings about this. I understand why they did this because it could be really hard to completely track down every unit and kill them completely, because the game can get pretty huge with so many different planets and it's really hard to keep track of everything. So I understand why they made it to where you just have to kill this one unit. But it also seems kind of cheap because sometimes you can just corner their commander and kill him really fast, and then you've beat them when they probably were a lot more powerful than you. The game does not have a population cap, which can be a good and bad thing. The good thing being that you don't really have to worry about what you're making, and then you can just make a bunch of stuff and it doesn't really matter. I personally hope that they add a population cap because I feel like it makes you think about what you're building before you build it. With no population cap, I found myself just making a bunch of units over and over and over and just rushing people. Also, the game could tend to get a little bit laggy near the end of a match because there's so many units on the screen and so much happening, and so I feel like a population cap could help solve that problem. There are two features in this game that I found to be really cool. The first one being what is called the Chrono Cam. And what that allows you to do is to pause, rewind, and fast forward at any point during a match. The developers described it as like a live DVR. So basically, like if an enemy comes and destroys your base and you're like, oh, what just happened? You can just rewind it and see exactly what happened. You can also wait until the end of the match to view the replay. And the other thing being the solar system creator. You can create your own solar systems, tweak different parts on the planets. You can tweak how much water level they have, how big they are, and cool things like that, what biomes they have. And also, a lot of these planets are randomly generated, so every time you play the game, it's really a new experience. This game is a lot of fun and probably one of the best RTS games I've played in a really long time. Currently on Steam, it is selling for $60, and yeah, that's a little pricey, to say the least. From what I understand, they are trying to make it so that only people who are very serious about the game will buy it, and will most likely help them to report bugs and help them to improve the game. If you didn't know already, when the game released alpha, it was $90. And it just recently went to $60, I think maybe a month or two ago, something like that. To my knowledge, whenever the game is ready to ship and completely finished, it will have another price drop. My guess is it'll probably be around $30 or $40 whenever it's completed. I would recommend, unless you are really serious about getting this game and you think it looks like a really good time, like a lot of fun, then just go ahead and buy it. But I would probably say wait until it gets completely finished. According to their website, they said that the game will probably be feature complete in early 2014, but they're not exactly sure whenever it will be completely released. But if I had to guess, I would say sometime this year. This game is a great game. I have had a lot of fun playing it, and I'm looking forward to the servers being filled with people to annihilate. Thank you for watching. I am Clintos the Gamer, and you have a great day.